Imagine standing in court, waiting to hear whether you will be released or sent to prison. Now imagine that part of that decision is not made by a human judge. Instead, it's influenced by an algorithm. An AI system called Compass, designed to predict who is likely to commit another crime. But what happens when the algorithm gets it wrong? Can a machine truly decide a person's future?
Hello everyone, today we will talk about how AI is being used in real-world decision-making, especially in the justice system. We will focus on a controversial case called Compass, which is used in US courts to predict reoffending risk. This raises an important question: who should make decisions in justice, AI or humans? Let's talk about part 1. AI is now widely used in many areas like healthcare, education, and business. Recently, it has also entered the justice system, where it's used to support decision-making. These systems try to help judges by using data and prediction models. One example of this AI-based risk assessment tools used in courts. One of the most well-known examples is the Compass system used in the United States. It predicts whether a person is likely to reoffend and gives a risk score. Judges may use this information when making decisions like bail or sentencing. However, this also raises an important question: can AI really make fair decisions in the justice system?
Although AI is often considered objective and efficient, many people have started questioning whether AI can truly make fair decisions in the justice system. Today, systems like Compass are already used in courts to help judges predict the risk of recidivism. These systems analyze large amounts of data and provide risk scores that may influence bail and sentencing decisions. Because of this, our study focuses on 3 important research questions. First, can AI make fair and reliable decisions in the justice system? Second, what are the strengths and weaknesses of human judgments in legal decision-making? And finally, who should control the final decision-making power, AI or human judges? So this topic is important because judicial decisions can affect a person's freedom, future, family, and even their entire life. If AI systems make based on inaccurate predictions, innocent people may be treated unfairly. At the same time, human judges may also have emotional bias and inconsistency in their decisions. Therefore, our debate is not only about technology, but also about fairness, justice, responsibility, and human rights. To better understand this issue, we first need to examine how AI systems like Compass actually make decisions.
My part focuses on how Compass makes decisions and why courts use it. Compass is an AI risk assessment tool used in the justice system. Its main purpose is to predict a defendant's risk of recidivism, which means the possibility of committing another offense in the future. Compass doesn't judge like a human judge. It doesn't truly understand emotions, personal situations, or moral responsibility. Instead, it uses data and algorithms. It analyzes information such as age, criminal history, arrest records, previous imprisonment, and family or social background. After analyzing this data, Compass gives a risk prediction. The defendant may be classified as low risk, medium risk, or high risk. Courts use Compass because it is fast and efficient. Courts often need to handle many cases and large amounts of information. Compass can process defendant data quickly and provide a structured risk score. This score can help judges consider bail, detention, or sentencing. So Compass is not the final judge, but it can support legal decision-making. Because of this, many courts believe Compass can make the legal process more efficient. However, efficiency doesn't always mean fairness.
Okay, so today I will discuss the advantages and problems of AI in decision making. So focuses on the Compass system. So first, AI has several advantages. So one important advantage is speed. So AI system can process large amounts of data very quickly and generates a result in a short time. So in Compass system, the risk scores are produced efficiently, which helps the courts handle cases faster. So AI is also consistent because it applies the same rules to every case. So unlike the human, AI is less affected by the emotions, stress, or what we call the fatigue. So decisions are more stable and systematic. However, the AI also has the serious limitations. So this is what we call the one major issue is racial bias. So students on campus found that the Black defendants were more likely to labeled as high risk compared to the white defendants, even when they're not relevant. So this shows that AI can reflect and strengthen the existing social inequalities instead of removing them. So another problem is the black box issue. So the compass system lacks transparency because people cannot clearly understand how the algorithm calculates the risks scores. So this makes it difficult for defendants to question or challenge the discussion. So it also lacks empathy and human sensitivity. So it focuses mainly on data of parents, but cannot fully understand the personal backgrounds or emotional factors. So finally, there is also an accountability problem. So when AI makes unfair or biased discussion, so it is unclear who should be responsible, the developer, the institution, or the user. So overall, although the AI can improve the efficiency and consistency, so the Compass case shows that AI is not always fair and objective. So this raises concerns about whether AI can truly deliver the justice.
Now I will talk about why human judgment is still important in legal decisions. Unlike AI systems such as Compass, human judgment can understand personal situations and the social context. For example, judges may consider a person's family's background, mental condition, personal struggles, and behavioral changes before making a decision. AI systems mainly rely on data, statistics, and risk scores. However, legal decisions are not only about prediction, they also affect real human lives, freedoms, and future opportunities. Because of this, many people believe that justice requires empathy and ethnic reasoning, which AI still cannot fully provide. Another important strength of human judgment is knowledge responsibility. Human judges must explain their decisions and take responsibility for the final outcome, while AI systems often cannot clearly explain how risk scores are produced. In addition, judges can look beyond statistics and understand the full background of a case. For example, if a definite shows genius, removes, or positive changes, a judge may choose rehabilitations instead of giving a very harsh punishment. This makes human judgment more human and balanced. However, human judgment is also not very perfect.
I'm person 7 and I will focus on the philosophical issue raised by artificial intelligence in the criminal justice system, using the Compass case as an example. Although AI systems often described as objective and neutral, the Compass controversy shows that algorithms can still reproduce social bias. Studies found that Black defendants were more likely to be labeled as high risk, while younger defendants were also more likely to receive higher risk scores. This raises important philosophical concerns about fairness and justice. The first issue is fairness. AI relies on historical data to make predictions, but historical data may already contain discrimination and inequality. As a result, algorithms can appear scientifically accurate while still producing unfair outcomes for certain social groups. This shows that statistical prediction does not always mean moral fairness. The second issue is justice. Systems like Compose do not simply evaluate past actions, they also predict future behavior. This means people may be judged based on what they might do instead of what they actually done. From a philosophical perspective, this is dangerous because legal decisions such as bail and sentencing directly affect human freedom and future opportunities. Justice should not depend entirely on probability or algorithmic prediction. Another important issue is accountability. If an AI system produces an unfair decision, who should be responsible? The program, the company, or the judge? Unlike humans, AI systems cannot explain moral reasoning or take responsibility for their actions. This also affects public trust, because many algorithmic systems operate like black boxes that people cannot fully understand or challenge. In conclusion, AI can improve efficiency and consistency in legal systems, but it cannot replace human ethics, empathy, and moral responsibility. Therefore, AI should assist judges, but final legal decisions should remain with humans. Thank you.
Now let me introduce our findings. Our first finding is that AI is useful, but it can be biased. On the one hand, AI improves efficiency and data analysis. On the other hand, research shows that AI systems may copy or even amplify the social bias hidden in historical data. Second, human judgment is imperfect, but it is still necessary. Judge can consider things that algorithms cannot handle. This includes the specific circumstance of the defendant, the broader social context, and important ethical issues. Third, the Compass case clearly shows that AI should not replace human judge. AI can only serve as a helper or an assistant. If we rely on algorithms to predict the possibility of secondary crime, it might lead to unfair results. Finally, we have several suggestions. First, AI systems must be transparent and explainable. Second, governments should create stronger regulations for AI in the justice system. Third, human judge must retain final decision-making authority. And fourth, we encourage more interdisciplinary research to compare different AI systems. In conclusion, AI can improve the efficiency, but it does not guarantee fairness or reliability. Human judgment remains necessary because judge can evaluate evidence, clarify legal rules, and consider ethical principles that algorithms cannot grasp. However, human decision-making also has limitations, such as cognitive bias or personal experience. Therefore, AI and humans should work together, but humans must remain in control.
That's all. Thank you for listening.